I went to run in the memorial of Martin Luther King, and somebody came up to me and said, "What are you doing here?"
And that's it, it's over, it's all over here in Nairobi. The Kenyans have beaten the Sri Lankans.
I was man of the match in that.
Mike Amwen is a very fantastic player from from Motcom, Kakamega.
Rodakowski of Poland and Martin Quarry of the United States.
Kipchoge Keino, the first Kenyan and African to win a gold medal in the Olympics back in Mexico in 1968. Kipchoge beat the odds, including the European stars, to stamp the authority to win 1500 meters in style despite the racism chants directed to him. He would later come and win gold in Berlin.
There's 10,000 meters last Sunday. Then a 5,000-meter heat and final. Now it's run 3 times at 1,500 meters. It's the gold medal winner with Jim Ryan second.
And that event, I had in mind that I would run my personal best. And I did run and win the gold in 1,500 meters. So in Mexico, I came up with a gold and silver.
Keino has a stadium in Bristol, England, named after him in his honor. The Obuyas, no one need to be reminded what was their speciality.
Fantastic delivery. That's the end of Adapatu. Kenya are right back in it now. 39 for 2 in the 12th over. Marvin Adapatu.
Named in the World Cup squad of 2003, Kennedy Obuya, Collins Obuya, David Obuya under the captaincy of Maurice Odumbe took Kenya to the semi-finals of the ICC Cricket World Cup where they beat West Indies.
That we all enjoyed, we have benefited out of it immensely, and it has made we as a family come together.
And that's it, it's over, it's all over here in Nairobi. The Kenyans have beaten the Sri Lankans. Maurice Odumbe getting the last wicket to fall, rolling.
I was dropped as the captain of the national team and met the vice captain. And I got the man of the match against Sri Lanka. That was played in this town called Southampton. That's in England, against Sri Lanka. Scored 83 runs and I picked a few wickets and I was man of the match in that.
Being an untested nation, this was the highest achievement of our status. Mike Amwai, the best left winger the country has ever had, was fetched directly from Kakamega High School, famously known as Green Commandos. He played for Harambee Stars between 1987 and 1996, scoring 26 goals for his nation.
Sasa kuchagua hiyo mtatacheza ilikuwa ngumu. Mpaka anaweka toss. Kwa sisi wote walikuwa wakali. Mpaka anaweka toss. Atasema yes, atacheza.
Elizabeth Antiego is the first woman in East and Central Africa to participate in the boxing Olympics.
But later on being given that opportunity to represent the country in the Olympic game, because this is quite an Olympic dream for many others, and being there, it was quite amazing.
These are a few legends whom we have covered, but what makes them regret after all this achievement for their country?
I would have been the chairman of Players Association in England. I would have been having my office, staff and everything else, and the funding should have been coming here, but we don't have funds. Position in education. Position not only in here in Kenya, in US and other places. They have earned living. They have done something. We want that respect to continue for our youth, what we have, like Rudisha and Jelimo and others.
And somebody like myself cannot even get, get recognized for that matter. How many times have I tried going to the Ministry of Sports and Youth, and I will even ask them, just get me a job, even if it's to make tea, I will be happy. At least it will be seen that they are looking after me, But at the moment, I've just been left to wallow in poverty. I've been frustrated left, right, and center, and nobody seems to care. And I think this is one area that the sports ministry really needs to look into.
And this should happen not only to Congestina, but to all sportsmen, because in Kenya is well known for sports, and we have various sportsmen that are only noticed during the time when they're doing the sports, and after that it is completely forgotten. We must have integrated approach to how to treat these sportsmen, right from the time when they're identified up to the future, because everywhere, recently I was with the Olympics, I was in London, and I saw how other sportsmen are being treated in their countries. They are heroes.
Do we really value these people as a nation? If yes, how if they only continue hallowing in poverty and despicable despice from their own country, which they made proud at the international stage? Manuya Kevin for The Score.